Hey guys, what's up? It's Ambush here with another Apex Legends video, and today I'll be showing you 10 advanced tips for Gibraltar. Now I know he was nerfed recently, but I still think he's a very powerful legend and extremely useful to have on any squad. So I really hope you enjoy the video, and let's get right into it. Tip number 1 is pretty simple, and that is that you can turn your gun shield on and off. It has about 50 HP and takes around 9 seconds to recharge. Now, I personally really love this passive just because you're so much easier to hit as Gibraltar that extra 50 HP really can save you in a gunfight. And it's pretty great for just poking people with snipers. Tip number 2 is that Gibraltar's dome shield lasts for 12 seconds and has a 30-second cooldown. So please try your best not to waste this ability because once it's on cooldown, you're very vulnerable in the open spaces and can get attacked very easily. His ultimate is also on a 4.5 minute cooldown, so that one I also recommend not wasting and trying to save it for the situations where you really need it. Tip number 3 is that I strongly recommend carrying a Mastiff or an EVA 8, just some kind of shotgun in general, just so that way you can really own your bubble fights, and when somebody pushes you, they will regret it immediately. Tip number 4 is that Gibraltar's dome shield makes him revive faster, and it gives him this really cool revive animation. So if a teammate ever goes down, just throw down your dome shield and you can revive them way faster and get them back in the fight. Tip number 5 is simply just use your dome shield to block projectiles and keep your team in the better positioning. Tip number 6 is a strategy that I use quite often when I get jumped by an enemy. As you can see, I didn't know that Revenant was there. I didn't get very much damage off on our first exchange, so I just threw down my dome shield and ulted myself. Now this is very useful if you don't want an enemy to push you, and it can just prevent anyone from being able to get into your bubble. Tip number 7 is that you should try and use your dome shield to allow for safe rotations, just like I did for my teammate. With the new addition of heat shields, Gibraltar has become that much more useful. Whenever you're in a heat shield, you're very vulnerable to being shot, and you can't leave the dome without taking the ring damage. So when you have a Gibraltar on your team, all you need to do is throw down your dome shield when you're inside of a heat shield, and you will be totally protected. Tip number 9 is that Gibraltar's ultimate can be very useful to prevent enemies from pushing you, to make them reposition, or even to prevent them from running away from you. Tip number 10 is that you should always try your best to protect your teammates. If you notice them getting low on HP, or if they get knocked down, throw a dome shield on them so that they don't get thirsted and you can get the revive on them. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will catch you next time. See ya!